In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
That's a scene from the movie Rudy. Shot on Notre Dame campus, it was released in 1993. A lot of locals served as movie extras. There was even a premiere in downtown South Bend. The movie was based on a true story about a walk-on named Daniel Rudy Rudiger. Now, not everything was true. Head coach Dan Devine was portrayed as a sort of villain in the movie, and that couldn't be farther from the truth.
They came to him and they said, Rudy wants to make a movie. So my dad said, great.
I talked to Dan Devine Jr. to set the story straight.
So my dad wanted to help Rudy as much as possible, and he thought it would be a really, really good story. So he said, okay, you need a heavy, I'll be the heavy.
Only Coach Devine didn't know how heavy they would make him.
He was most disappointed in the movie is the scene where they're putting the jerseys on his desk. And that did not happen.
The movie may leave viewers with a distorted view of Devine. But for those who are around in the 70s, Devine's legacy is sealed with the 1977 National Championship. That came after the Cotton Bowl Classic and an incredible win over #1 Texas.
Ross Browner starts the game out causing a fumble. And you know, from that point on, Texas just didn't have anything. And they have the Heisman Trophy winner.
That was Earl Campbell, and Bob Golic had his number.
It just seemed like everywhere I went on the field, Earl was trying to run through. There's some games where you don't get near the running back very much. You know, you're getting blocked by different guys. This game, it always seemed like it was me and Earl.
Golic had one of the best games of his life, earning defensive MVP.
I ended up with 18 tackles on Earl, to which he still does. He says, I still don't think it was 18. I said, yeah, it was. I blocked an extra point and got a fumble, and it just seemed like everything was going back our way. No matter what they did, we had an answer for it.
The Irish came into that game ranked 5th, a position they held mostly because of a loss to unranked Ole Miss in the second game, a loss they worked hard to overcome.
If you're going to lose early.
And dominate the big games.
We had these games where we're down to about 30-10. And then Joe gets put back in, and next thing you know, we win the game.
One of the best quarterbacks of all time, Montana posted incredible numbers at Notre Dame. Our team talked to Montana about his time with the Irish.
We had a great group of players, you know, while I was there. I think when I first got there too, and we had a monster team. When I walked into that locker room for the first time, seeing that the size of our defense, geez, I mean, I still stay in touch with one of my guys I talk to all the time. There were a lot of laughs. I mean, there were a lot of characters, you know, the whole Rudy thing took place for us. And our guys carried him off being funny. And I don't know how to explain it. It just, I can't stop smiling thinking about the days back then.
We're smiling too, Joe. Up next, my interview with legendary head coach Lou Holtz, how he inspired his players to play like a champion today.